Hello and welcome to this review of the Carrigan's Christmasland contemporary romance book series by Helena Greer. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot. You're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is A Season of Love. Miriam and Noelle are both respectively messes with a huge amount of baggage and trauma, but they find their way together at their beloved Christmas tree farm. When Miriam's great aunt Cass dies, she leaves the running of the farm and Christmasland to her four favorite proteges: Miriam, her cousin Hannah, absentee friend Levi, and new addition Noelle. Everyone is somewhat resentful of Miriam, who has not been around for the past decade, dealing with her own family issues, especially Noelle, who is especially sensitive to people leaving. And we also find out that the farm is in poor financial shape and needs to be saved. The story here is messy and emotional and endearing all at once, and I loved reading about all of these characters. For Never and Always is book 2 and picks up pretty much where we left off with book 1. We have an emotional and angsty second chance romance between childhood friends Hannah and Levi. Basically, Hannah had a childhood where her parents dragged her around the world, so she's panic clinging to Carrigan's Christmas tree farm, where she runs the inn. Meanwhile, Levi is the son of the cook and the handyman of the farm, grew up in the tiny town and absolutely hated it and wanted to leave and travel the world. Clearly, these two have very opposing life goals, and I guess they were not great at communicating them out loud. When Levi gets an opportunity to be a cruise ship chef, he leaves, and Hannah tells him to never come back. Until now, when he needs to come back and deal with being part owner of the farm. He rightfully has tons of hangups about being back on the farm, but he's still very much in love with Hannah and wants to win her back. It was interesting reading how Levi reintegrates himself into the lives of the people he's been away from for so many years and learns to communicate better with Hannah. Hers for the Weekend is book 3 of the series. Tara is the stuffy proper lawyer ex-fiance of Miriam, invited to attend Miriam's wedding to Noelle. She lies and tells Hannah that she's bringing a new girlfriend to the wedding, even though she does not actually have a girlfriend. Somehow, Holly, the waitress that Tara has a smidge of a crush on, and who also wants under Tara's skirts, gets involved and they decide to pretend to be girlfriends and go to the wedding together. It's a road trip and Christmasland shenanigans for most of this book, while dealing with Tara and Holly's respective hangups about relationships, friendships, and family. Everyone's a mess, and we revisit the chaotic found family of Carrigans. I enjoyed reading the series in order so I could remember the huge cast of characters and how they're related to each other, but you could certainly read these all as standalone. I really enjoyed this series. Everyone is all sorts of emotionally messed up, which makes things way more angsty and emotional than you'd expect from these cute pastel book covers. I liked how all the characters were pretty solidly in their 30s, just working out how to adult and relate to people at this stage of their lives and career. While each book stands alone pretty well with a very distinct story and sort of trope, the background and setting is very intertwined and it makes the most sense reading in order. The timeline of the books happens in pretty short order over maybe a year and a half between the beginning of book 1 and the end of book 3, so it makes for a really good binge reading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a book or 3 to add to your TBR. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.